My name is Maxime Houinato. I'm originally from Benin. I worked in UN Women from the regional office as a Deputy Regional Director for Western Central Africa, and then in Mali as country representative for the last 4 years. And as you know, I've just been transferred to Uganda as the new country representative. Okay. My working in UN Women is rather like an accident because I normally have a UNDP type of CV. So all of my work is like development, sustainable development, etc., etc. But at a certain point, I felt that we need to zoom in more on the population that is more vulnerable in our international development work. And you see that the women, despite all of the potential that they have, you have that curiosity that not much is coming out of that large potential for the developing countries, where the investments that they are making is not counted in the wealth of the country. The conditions are not gathered for the investment of women to be multiplied and to have effect on the larger macroeconomic. So that's why I said, let me look at it closer, and that's why I came to UN Women initially for just 2-3 years, but I've been there for 10 years now. The first thing to consider, and as I said it initially, it's for the development in general. So the idea is to consider gender equality as a national development issue and not a women issue. Because we passed that period where we were talking about like empowering women as in allowing women to reduce the difficulty in the activities that they are involved in, even to save time for the work at home, etc. The ultimate goal is to increase their contribution to the economy and to give them the tools, or to allow them to acquire the tools that are necessary to improve growth and the national wealth. This is like a global strategy that captures most of the most important issues on the continent and globally. What this specific Africa strategy does is to show focus, to say out of the important things, what are the most important ones? If we don't do anything in Africa, what is the minimum that we commit to achieving? That is one thing. That will allow the regional offices and the country offices to build capacity in those areas, so that any country involved into that type of programming will know that they have at the regional office resources, expertise to support them. That is one thing. The second thing is also to help us work together. Working together from country to country, from region to another region, and developing for each one of the region a leadership in one particular thing. That will facilitate gathering of community of practices, also evaluation that will show the progress that we are making and help Africa speak with one voice. So what we are trying to do with the young people is to influence curriculum in schools, so that the activities that children are involved in are not activities that will be perpetuating or aggravating the stereotypes and the two genders. Second, when they grow up more, we try to redefine, as I was saying, young people's masculinity, so that the energy that they have, energy turns into violence when it doesn't have anything positive to apply to. You see, so it means that you have to supply young people with other ways of spending their energy, and that is something that will remove violence and women's mistreatment from their usual, habits. So those are the things. And then on the tablets, and I talked about tablets earlier. The IT divide is something that is very, very important to allow creation, to allow connection to the international world, which will be positive for women and show them that they can achieve and their energy can be positively utilized.